students, this is Kanika. Welcome to my channel Prep Biology. So we have started unit 1 of class 12th biology, that is reproduction, and we have started chapter number 1, that is sexual reproduction in flowering plants. We already have covered the 6 lectures of this series. If you want to see the previous classes of this series, please check out the links in the description box. This is class 7th of this series. In this lecture, we will talk about the types of ovules. In the previous lecture, we have covered the structure of ovule and each part of the ovule with their function. Let's start with the lecture. So if we talk about the types of ovules, there are total 6 types are present in different species of the plant. The first one is the Atropous. Atropous is also called the Orthotropous ovule. Second one is the Anatropous. Third one is the Amphitropous. Fourth is Hemitropous. Fifth is Campylotropous. And the last one is the Sarcinotropous. So there are 6 types of ovules present in the different species of the plant. The types of ovules and their examples are very important for your board exam point of view. So make sure you understand it carefully. Let's begin with the first type. So if we talk about the first type of the ovule, that is the Orthotropous ovule. Orthotropous ovule is also called as Atropous ovule. Okay, so Atropous or Orthotropous. So what is the meaning of this type of ovule? In Orthotropous ovule, if you see the structure of the ovule, we already covered the one end is the micropyle end and second end is the chaliceal end. Okay, and these ends are opposite to each other. And the funicle part, what is the funicle part? This is the stalk by which the ovules are attached to the placenta. We have covered this in the previous lecture. So now in Orthotropous ovule, the micropyle end, chaliceal end and funicle, as you all can see here, these 3 parts are in the straight line. Okay, so the position of the micropyle, chaliceal and the funicle are in the straight line in case of Orthotropous ovule. Okay, and the body of the ovule is straight. As you all can see here, the body of the ovule is straight in nature. I hope this type of the ovule is clear to you all. Now, if we see the example of this ovule, so this type of ovule is present in Polygonum and Cycas. Cycas is the gymnosperm. So these examples are very important. So note it down. If we talk about the second type, that is the Anatropous ovule. In Anatropous ovule, this is the most abundant type of ovule present in the species. Around 80 to 85% of angiosperms contains this type of ovule. So most abundant type of ovule is the Anatropous ovule. Okay, so note it down. And most primitive type. So most primitive type is Orthotropous. Most abundant type of the ovule is Anatropous. Okay, now what is the feature of Anatropous ovule? If you all can see here, in Orthotropous, these 3 ends are in the straight line, and if you can see here, in the Anatropous ovule, the ovule is inverted. Okay, so here you all can see that the funicle part, this is the micropyle part and this is the chaliceal part, but the funicle part is in the basal side. Okay, so this is inverted in nature. The angle is 180 degree. Angle is 180 degree. It will turn, it will invert its structure by making the 180 degree. I hope this is clear to you all. If we see the different examples of the anatropous ovule, there are castor. In castor, the anatropous ovule is present, and in the family of Gametopathidae, the anatropous ovules are present. Okay, anatropous ovule is most abundant type of ovule, which is present about in 80 to 85% of the angiosperms, and it is the structure of the ovule, the body of the ovule is inverted. It makes the around it forms the 180 degree turn. Okay, the third type is the hemianatropous. Hemi means half anatropous. If you all can see here, this is anatropous, this is full 180 degree turn. If we see, the funicle is in the same position in hemianatropous also and in anatropous also. Funicle is here, funicle is here, but the chalizal end is at the upper part and chalizal end at the this part. So it will make, if we see, this is the micropyle end, this is the chalizal end, and this is the funicle. And what is the angle? That is the 90 degree angle it will make. Okay, so what is hemianatropous? The ovule appear lying on their side because body developed at the right angle. Okay, so it will form the right angle. Okay, so if we see, this is the chalizal end, this is the micropyle end, and here is the funicle. Funicle will make the right angle. Okay, so this right angle, it will form the right angle, and this type of ovules are very, very important. Most of the questions have already arisen in your board exam point of view from this type of ovule, that is the hemianatropous. Okay, so example of this hemianatropous is, it is present in the ranunculus and Primulaceae family. It will present in the Primulaceae family. I hope these first three types of the ovules are clear to you all. First is orthotropous, which is primitive. Anatropous is abundant in nature, and hemianatropous will form the right angle. Okay. Now, the fourth type of the ovule is campylotropous. In some of your textbooks, the spelling of this is campylo. I is used in place of Y. Okay. Some books have the Y is present. Okay. Now, what is campylotropous ovule? If you can see here, the structure is somewhat similar to hemitropous, okay, in which the right angle is formed. But in this, the connection between, this is the connection between the micropyle and the chalizal. This is the micropyle end and this is the chalizal end have broken. This is the connection between the micropyle and the chalizal end is broken. So the micropyle end bends toward the lower side. So the structure of the ovule is somewhat bent in nature because micropyle and chalizal coordination broken. Micropyle and chalizal coordination is broken. Okay, and the inside it, the structure of the embryo sac is somewhat curvy in nature. Curvy in nature. Okay, is it clear to you all? Now, if we see the example of the Campylotropous ovule, we have crucifers, and Leguminosae family. Leguminosae family. Okay, is in the crucifers and Leguminosae family, the Campylotropous type of ovules are present. Okay, the fifth type is Amphitropous. What is Amphitropous now? If you all can see here, the structure of the embryo sac, we know the middle part of the ovule which contains the female gametophyte, that is the embryo sac. The structure of the embryo sac is horseshoe shaped. Horseshoe shaped. This is very important. This point is very important, that in which type of ovule, in which type of the ovule the structure of the embryo sac is horseshoe shaped. The answer is Amphitropous. Okay, and ovule body is extensively curved. Okay, so you all can see here the nature of the body, or the structure of the body is in curved in nature. Okay, and the embryo sac is which shaped? Horseshoe shaped. Okay, now what are the example of this kind of ovule? We have in Amphitropous, we have the very important plant, that is the poppy plant. Okay, and Butamaceae family. In Butamaceae family, the Amphitropous type of ovules are present. Now the last type of ovule is Cercinotropous. As you all can see here, the name suggests cerci. Cerci means it forms a circle. So the structure of the ovule forms the full circle that it revolve around it repeatedly and forms a 360-degree angle. So Cercinotropous, the funicle long form complete circle. This is the funicle, and funicle form the complete circle, and micropyle eventually points upward. Where is micropyle is present? It is at the upward position present, and the funicles is formed a circle around it, and it forms a 360-degree. Okay, so what are the examples of this type? In very important plant, that is the Opuntia, that is cactus plant, this type of ovules are present. Okay, in family of Cactaceae. So I hope these all six types are clear to you all of ovule. Okay, so this structure, this is the straight structure, and straight is called the orthotropous. The another name of the orthotropous is atropous. Okay, second one is inverted. Inverted is anatropous, which is most abundantly present in the angiosperms. Next is it forms the 90-degree angle, that is hemianatropous. Okay, now somewhat curve is present, and the connection between the micropyle and the chalazion and broken. So this type of structure is, what is this type of structure? That is the campylotropous. Campylotropous. Now, fourth type, the structure of the embryo sac is horseshoe shaped. Horseshoe shaped. So this type of embryo is called the amphitropous. And the last one is, it forms the circle. The funicle forms the circle and rotate around 360-degree angle. That type is Cercinotropous. So I hope these all types of ovules are clear to you all. These types of the ovules and with their examples are very, very important. So make sure you understand it carefully. I hope this lecture is beneficial to you all. Thank you so much. Study hard, study smart, keep studying. If you like this channel, like, share and subscribe my channel, that is Prep Biology.